In this video, I will guide you through the installing Kali Linux 2025 in VirtualBox on a Windows 11 PC. This is a step-by-step guide to installing Kali Linux 2025 on VirtualBox. We will be installing the latest version Kali Linux 2025.1. Now watch this video to the end and learn how to install Kali in a VirtualBox on a Windows PC. Now, without further ado, let's get started. Since we are installing Kali Linux in a VirtualBox, make sure hardware virtualization is enabled on your PC or laptop. This feature is usually enabled by default, allowing you to run and test any OS in a virtual environment. If it's not enabled, check your BIOS settings and enable hardware virtualization. Intel users should enable VT-D and AMD users should enable AMD-V or SVM mode. Once enabled, you can verify the status in the Windows Task Manager. Just go ahead and click on the CPU tab and make sure the virtualization status is set to enabled. Now keep in mind that we will be installing Kali Linux on top of Windows in isolated environment which doesn't interfere with Windows operating system. So you don't have to worry about Windows. Also ensure you have at least 30 GB of free space on your Windows host. Now open your web browser and navigate to the links provided in the description and download VirtualBox for Windows host. Then download the Visual C++ dependency required for VirtualBox to run. And finally, download the Kali ISO file. At the time of recording this video, Kali Linux 2025.1 is the latest version. You can choose the default 64-bit ISO or everything ISO file, which includes all available tools. Now for this tutorial, I will choose to use the standard 64-bit ISO. Now once all files are downloaded, place them on your desktop for easier access. Then go ahead and double-click the Visual C++ installer and follow the prompts. Then double-click on the VirtualBox and follow the on-screen instructions to install it. After installing VirtualBox, it's recommended to restart your PC or laptop to let the VBox kernel driver to take effect. Before starting the VirtualBox, we need to make sure that the VirtualBox kernel driver is loaded. To check that, open Command Prompt as administrator and type this command and press Enter. If it's not running, type this command to start the VBox kernel driver. Once it's running, open VirtualBox. Now as you can see, this is the new user interface of the VirtualBox. We will create a new virtual machine for Kali Linux. Just go ahead and click on the New button. Name the virtual machine. Select storage location for VM files. Choose Linux as the type and Debian for the subtype. Then set the version to Debian 64-bit. Then select hardware. Now allocate RAM and CPU cores to the Kali Linux virtual machine. I will allocate 10 GB of RAM out of 24 GB and 3 CPU cores out of 6 for better performance. Now select the hard disk size, allocate at least 30 GB of storage, click Finish. We have now created the Kali Linux virtual machine. To optimize performance, select the VM, then click Settings and switch to Expert mode. In the General settings under Advanced, set the Shared Clipboard to bidirectional to enable clipboard sharing between Windows 11 and Kali Linux. I won't enable drag and drop, so I will leave it disabled. Now select Display from the sidebar and increase the video memory to maximum. Now disable 3D acceleration as it may not work properly unless you have a recent NVIDIA GPU card. Kali team also recommends leaving this disabled. Now go to the storage in the sidebar under the IDE controller, click Empty, then select the DVD icon and choose a disk file and import the Kali Linux ISO file. Now let's configure networking. You can use the default NAT, but if you want this virtual machine to be accessed from another computer on the network, choose Bridged Adapter. Now this will give Kali its own IP address, allowing remote access via SSH. If you're unsure, leave it as NAT. And that's it, we have configured the virtual machine. It's time to start the VM. Go ahead and click on the Start button to begin installation. Now keep in mind, when you click inside the virtual machine, the cursor is captured by the guest OS. To release, press the right control key on your keyboard to regain the control on the host OS. Now use the arrow keys to select Graphical Install and press Enter to start the Kali Linux installer. Now go ahead, select your system language, location and keyboard layout. Now set Kali as the hostname and click on Continue. For the domain name, leave it empty. Then create a user account and password. Now choose to use the entire disk. Then select the virtual disk, choose all-in-one partition, and finish partitionizing the virtual drive. After a few minutes, you will see this window to choose the desktop environment. I tried XFCE and GNOME. Both work fine without any issues. So if your PC has limited system resources, XFCE is lighter option. Next, install the grub bootloader. Choose Yes. Then select the virtual drive and continue to complete the installation. Once complete, click Continue to reboot. VirtualBox will automatically remove the installation media. And voila, now you will see the login screen. Enter your username, password to login. Now let's switch to full screen mode. It's time to install the VirtualBox Guest Editions to enable features like full screen, clipboard sharing, and more functionalities. To do so, first open the terminal and run this command to update the apt source list. Then install the required dependencies. Then type this command to install kernel headers. Now, using the menu bar, select Devices and choose Insert Guest Editions CD image. Once it's mounted, open the File Manager, find the CD icon on the sidebar, and copy its contents to your Documents directory. Now open the terminal and navigate to this directory. We need to install this file to enable all the extra features of the VirtualBox. To do so, change the permissions of this file by running this command. Then type this command to execute the package. Then type yes to continue. And that's it. Guest Edition support is added to Kali Linux virtual machine. Now restart the VM to effect these changes. And voila, as you can see, Kali Linux runs super smoothly. This is how you properly install Kali Linux 2025 in a VirtualBox on any Windows PC or laptop. If in case you decide to delete the Kali virtual machine, first turn off the VM. Then head over to the main user interface of VirtualBox. From the sidebar, select the virtual machine and right-click on it and choose Remove, and then select Delete All Files. And that's pretty much it. What do you guys think about it? If you have any questions, do post them in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. This has been KSK Royal. I will see you in the next one.